name is Chris and I have a very difficult last name, Slijkhuis. And I live in Austria and I work for a recycler called ller-Guttenbrunn. Ller-Guttenbrunn is the largest e-waste recycler in Austria and Central Europe, and we go very far in the recycling. We even recycle plastics from e-waste. Well, it's difficult for me to really talk about the startup because the startup of this company was in 1954, and that's the year that I was born. But I did participate in some of the innovations in the last 10 years. And what we do basically is we open a room, and within that room we try to identify ways to do things. And then we make this innovation and we try to find a new door. We open that door and we go into a next room, and hey, in the new room we could do something new. So basically one step after the other and never 10 steps at the same time. Well, the challenges of e-waste plastics is in the past, the biggest challenge was that the plastics moved from Europe to China, particularly, or outside Europe. Right now, our challenge is a different one. Our challenge is much more a political and legal issue, namely the changes in legislation and the listing of certain substances as hazardous substances. Working with politics and people making politics and legislation is a huge challenge. You know, there's many people involved. And the biggest challenge that I find is that there is no link between the climate part of the discussions and the toxicity part of the discussions. And what I would like to see is that if legislation is produced, that people do realize that the recyclers need to have this balance, the balance between, you know, the energy savings, CO2 savings, and the other side, the non-toxic part of the equation. You know, I love these things. I've participated in some e-waste academies as well in the past, and it's wonderful to sit together with these people from all over the world, all with completely different challenges, and of course very much far away from Europe, where we have a whole infrastructure in place, and they are dealing with places where often there is no infrastructure. So it's a completely different challenge for them to deal with this thing as what we are, and I find it fantastic to participate here.